going on, everybody? It's Spiel Podcast back again. This is our Louisville Legends edition. I'm your host, Roman. This is my co-host, Raelow.
Yes, sir.
And we have our first guest on our Louisville Legends edition, Mr. Selah Brown.
First one.
What's good? What's good? What's up, everybody?
So, yeah, we're going to, talk about life, talk about careers, talk about football, everything everybody wants to hear from somebody who's been in this city and
who we consider Louisville Legends.
A legend out of this city at this point, even at his young age. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I'm blessed. Woke up this morning. God gave me the opportunity to just, walk and then just do what I do.
Yes, sir. So basically, man, I just want to start from the beginning, man. Like, where did sports playing come from?
I say sports. Grew up. I ain't really like sports. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What got me into sports? My big brother used to watch sports. He used to watch football. He used to watch a lot of stuff.
Definitely.
I didn't really like it. I wanted to watch cartoons and this, that, and the third. So I was like, man, I'm not trying to watch no football. Like, turn this off.
Yeah.
But I would say my cousin, my cousin played football, and one day my uncle signed him up to play for the Shawnee Jaguars down there, Shawnee Park.
Yeah, I know.
So I was chilling in the car, and the coach was like, "Who's in the car? Like, who is that?" And I'm like,
you know how them little league coaches used to recruit.
How old is him?
Yeah.
So I'm chilling in the car. I'm not even thinking about playing football. I'm like, what? So he's like, step out the car, do. So I step out the car, and he's like, oh, you got great size, man. Like, what you think about playing football?
Yeah.
So my uncle signed me up that day, and I kid you not, I'm thinking I'm finna like come back and practice like the next day, 2 days later.
Yeah.
I practiced the same day I signed up. He threw me a helmet and shoulder pads there. I'm signed. I'm like, what? I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, people's out here hit sticking people, clashing people. I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I don't even know what position I'm about to play. Like, I barely know positions. I'm like, okay, somebody run the ball. That's all I know. Like, I'm trying to run the ball. Little I know I'm overweight.
Yeah.
Not thinking about no other position.
Nah, facts, for real, yeah.
Everybody won't score.
Yeah, that's where it all began, man. Shawnee Park, that's where I first started playing football.
Yeah. And
then from a basketball standpoint, I would say when I first started playing basketball, I would probably be like third grade. Signed up for like this little St. Matthews League. And we was just, me and my boys from elementary school.
Where'd you go?
I went to Dunn.
Okay.
Dunn Elementary on Brownsboro Road.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you feel me? Me and my boys, we just hooping. And that's when I started playing basketball.
Yeah. So basically, since a young kid, you've been into sports, and that's what's led you to, where we at now, U of L?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I just want to know, like, being a young kid from Louisville, you know where we're from, and you know how it could be growing up. They could steer you into the streets and stuff. Like, being a young kid, you say you started off a little league. Like, what kept you just focused? You know what I'm saying? What kept you going? Like, not doing what you see, you know what I'm saying? So what kept you going?
I would say, like, something that kept me going was my mom. My mom was like my life coach. Just seeing her go about her business, it was just always like, okay, she's doing what she got to do. Yeah. And I'm just learning as a youngin', you feel me? And then my older brother, like, he's focused. He's locked in. He ain't do none of that stuff. So it was like he's trying to keep me and the rest of my brothers on track. So it was just mainly like that right there. That's what kept me focused, man. Just seeing people, just watching TV, just seeing like people famous on TV. It was like, damn, man, like I want to be like that. Yeah. And then also like I matured at a young age. My mama worked night shift, so me, my older brother, and we watching like all the siblings in the house. So it was just like mainly like that, man. Just maturing at a young age. Like, I had a mindset farther in the future than people had at my age than what they had. They was still worried about being kids. Like, I'm thinking like a grown man. Like, that's how I was moving. Like, that's just how I was moving when I was coming up.
So do you feel like being young like that and maturing early, do you feel like every young kid should, but not, I wouldn't say mature early, but have that kind of mindset to be able to stay focused in like playing sports?
Yeah, I would say like everybody's different. Of course, for my situation, it was just more like hey, this is how I was brought up. So like, boom, this is what I boom, this is what I do.
You have more expectations
right,
early on.
You feel me? Yeah. So that's really how it was for me. Like just growing up, just having that. For kids, like growing up, I feel like they can. It's just really how you grow up, how you adapt to stuff. Everybody's different, but like I would say, if you're trying to get to where a lot of people don't get, it takes a different type of focus. That a lot of people can't like detain for real. So
a lot of people can't lock into.
Yeah, like you gotta really lock in, bro. Like you can't be influenced about the next person or your friend or this and that. Like you gotta really surround yourself with good people in your circle that's gonna keep you on track to doing what you know.
How young were you when you think you really started realizing that? Like,
I was
middle
probably,
school,
like
early,
probably even earlier than that. Yeah, so like I was in like 4th grade.
You got a moment you can remember where you were like, okay, like, or like you saw maybe even within your family or something, like, okay, like this is the expectation, like they not gonna have nothing like that happen.
So like. It was mainly like, I don't have a vivid memory, but I know like when I was younger, probably like 3rd, 4th grade, just seeing, like I said, my sibling, like my older brother, the rest of my siblings, and then like even on my dad's side, siblings, you feel me, they focused. Like my mom's just focused, so it was just mainly like, and she always told me, reminded me like, watch who you be friends with. Surround yourself by good people, and being at a young age, you know, you just trying to make friends. So you feel me?
Have fun.
Yeah, you trying to have fun. So then, like, it came to a point to where, like, it was probably like the end of elementary. I was probably like 4th, 5th grade. It was just like, hey, like in order to be what I got to do, feel me, be successful, I got to surround myself by good people. Like, feel me? I grew up with people in the neighborhood. It was more of like, hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm fading away from them, and I'm hanging out with school kids, you feel me? 'Cause we got the same goals, bro.
Yeah, we like having fun. We like playing sports. We like hanging out.
Kids in the neighborhood.
You didn't have any bad influences then, is what it sounded like. You didn't have many people that you could have looked at to have reason to think to do other stuff. You know?
So,
especially what you knew and had learned at home too. You know, that's important. It's important to have a good foundation because it can keep you on the right path. You know, some people, not every kid is blessed. Not saying but not every kid is blessed with having a foundation that is always reminding them this is what you got to do versus just not getting in trouble. You know what I mean? There's a difference for sure. So you said you went to Dunn Elementary School. That's also like, that's a pretty good school too. I've always heard good things about Dunn. They've always had the best teachers I've heard, from kids that have went there and stuff like that. Where'd you go to middle school?
I went to middle school at Barrett.
Barrett?
Went to Barrett Middle School. Yeah,
that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah,
it's another good school.
Yeah, man, because so it was mainly like I had my mindset fixed. After Dunn, I was gonna go to Cameron, and then I was gonna go to Ballard. So it was like that's where everybody from Dunn's going. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm about to go to Cameron. I'm about to go to Ballard. And I was like, hey, we just gonna be friends for the rest of school. Like I'm thinking we never gonna not be friends no more with all the people. So it was mainly like that. And then I would say like towards like 5th grade, my best friend Jack, he introduced me to Barrett, and I didn't know nothing about it. I was like, what is Barrett like? They got to wear uniforms. I'm not wearing no uniforms. Like, that's not the way. I'm trying to dress down and wear what I want to wear. I'm trying to get drippy. So, like, it was mainly like that. And then, like, also with my best friend, Jack, we would always be around Male. So, we would go to the Male football games. We would go basketball games. Well, I'm like, this look like high school music. Like, this is lit. Like, I'm like, what? Male's
It's a different environment compared to other schools.
Like, I can't wait
especially when you're younger seeing that.
Yeah. So, the football games is lit. Like, they packed, sold out. The basketball games are sold out. I'm like, man, what? This looks like a movie. This don't even look real. So it was more of thinking like, okay, how do I get to this school? So it was like, okay, I got to go through Barrett and then go to Male. So it's like, all right, cool. Tested Barrett out. Barrett, 6th grade year, we go in there. We wear uniform. I know half the school already. So I'm not even nervous. I'm already like, oh, yes, straight.
A good amount of Dunn kids went to Barrett.
Nah, not even that. Like, a lot of Dunn kids went to Cameron, which was the plan for everybody that went to Dunn. They went to Cameron.
And then go to Ballard.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, cool. But it was crazy because all the Barrett kids was all like my hooping basketball friends.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, okay, like all
Barrett
my
was always good at basketball and football.
Yeah, so it was mainly like all my hooping friends was about to go to Barrett, woo. And then a few friends from Dunn came to Barrett. So I was like, oh, okay. And then a few friends that already graduated from Dunn was already at Barrett. So it was like, okay, cool. I can get used to this. The only knock is the uniform. But other than that, like, yeah, Barrett was cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think it's the best middle school in the city. If you trying to stay focused and be on the right track, that's
up
the
there
middle,
for sure.
You feel me? That's the middle school to go to.
Sure.
There's probably a few other middle schools out there, but like if you want to be on track and do what you got to do, there's a lot of successful people that come out of Barrett and then go to Male or Barrett and go wherever. Trinity, St.
Does Barrett have like? Do they got flag football right now or what?
So when I was there, we had tackle football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what it is now in schools. It's tackle football.
So we had tackle football. So like in middle school, I came in 6th grade. So I started playing for PCC Bears.
Yeah,
so
I'm knowing the Bears.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I came from the Jaguars and went to the Bears. Man.
So that was your first contact football.
Yeah.
Little League.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you fell in love with football playing Little League?
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't say I fell in love, but it was just something fun to do. So I wasn't really thinking that far ahead. I was just like, damn, man, like football is actually cool. And then on top of that, I already played basketball, so it was like, it's just I want to be a dual sport athlete. Like I like playing both sports, so it wasn't really like I declared for one sport yet.
Okay,
but it was just more of like, hey, this is cool. Like I'm gonna keep playing this until time run out. You feel me?
So which sport do you feel like the talent came natural?
I would say football more than likely. I was big. I was a big kid growing up, so just growing up with the size that I had, it was like, this dude's perfect. Yeah, and a lot of people get that mindset of like, oh, the kid is big, so he gotta play football. Yeah. He gotta be good at football. And one thing that I think set me apart from a lot of other kids nowadays, even back then, like I had a dog mentality. Like it fueled me watching other kids get like bullied this and that on the field or on the basketball. Like I was the type of person like, hey, that ain't gonna happen to me. Like, okay, you might do that to the next person, but you come up to me.
So you was a trash talker coming up.
It wasn't even that. I'm humble. Like I'm really humble. But it was to a point to where like I'm gonna do what I gotta do and I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it good, man. So like if I'm playing football, like I'm gonna ball out. I'm not even gonna talk to you, but like if you cross the line and you this, that, and the third, you trying to talk to me all crazy, like I'm just gonna show you. Like I'm gonna show you what's up.
Show you what it is.
You feel me? Like I'm gonna show you what's up. Like, okay, you wanna keep talking? Okay, cool. What's up?
I feel that. And then so from Barrett, you went to Male. Talk to me about Male. How was it for you? What was your experience like? My experience,
football wise, from a football standpoint, it was great. Coming out of Barrett, I was choosing between Trinity and I think Cal, and I know Manuel tried to get me to go there. Yeah. And
these are all good schools.
Yeah. Very good
For people wondering, these are all good schools.
Right. And then even my best friend, like Jack, he was going to Ballot, so he was like, hey, come on.
Schools you can't get into easily.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, man. So what happened was 8th grade came around. I shadowed Trinity, and Trinity was smooth. It was smooth. Like I wasn't gonna knock it. I was like, oh, they got a great like history of football, state championships, this, that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man. So then that was that. And then Manuel, I went to orientation there, and it was crazy because like they throwing me sweatshirts and this and that. They like, yeah, man, like we need you here. This. I'm like,
getting recruited like it's college.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Do you feel like being a good athlete coming from like middle school or little league to high school, do you feel like that transition is kind of similar from high school to college? Like even with choosing the schools and stuff like that where you want to go play? Right. Yeah. You feel like it's similar?
I feel like for me it was kind of similar because but now that I look back on it, it wasn't as big as the college decision. But at the time it was a big decision for me because it was like, okay, where do I want to go to high school? Where do I want to leave my mark at? Like,
it's a foundation building time.
Yeah.
Like, you 4 years too. It's a commitment.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's a commitment.
And it was mainly like the people, who do I want to surround myself? Like, what type of people do I want to surround myself by? So, like, just choosing high school, man, like Manuel, it was all right, but I ain't gonna lie, like, the reason why I didn't go to Manuel, and it might sound funny, like, the reason why I didn't go to Manuel, just walking around the school is just like old, like,
bro. I've been in there too, bro. I know what you're talking about, man. It's like, what is this, a ghost town?
So I'm thinking like, I'm walking around, I'm like, damn, man, like these ceilings is about to fall down.
Yeah, sir. It's like, old in there, bro.
Like, it look, man.
Even outside, it look like a castle.
So I'm like, the walls is all crinkly, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not feeling Manual.
So that was already scratched off.
Yeah, so it was funny though, because we went to the basketball game, and what happened was the head coach, he pulled me to the room. He was like, so yeah, man, how you liking Manual? Back in my head, I'm like, I mean, it's cool. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go here. Man. But like all my homeboys is there with me at the orientation. Like we all play basketball.
And don't get us wrong, Male got a good like football program, basketball program, and academics too. They got good. It's
number
a
one,
good
and
school.
academically they're like
and
the
probably
best,
in the nation. Number one,
definitely in Kentucky.
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah. So like. I ain't gonna lie, like Manual, it was cool. And I ain't gonna lie, the sole reason why I probably would have went there, because my favorite color is red. So I'm like, damn, man, the only way they can get me is probably them red jerseys, man. Like, red jerseys is hard, I ain't gonna lie. So like, I was like, that's probably the only way they gonna get me. But other than that, I was like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really feeling Manual. And like all my homies was feeling me, because we all came up playing basketball at Barrett all 3 years. Like we won state championships at Barrett. We like did everything. We was really a tight group, like just a basketball team. So it was just like, hey, we was really thinking about going to the high school level, keeping the same team. Like we were like, all right, we got to go somewhere together. So Manual just happened to be one of our choices that we was picking between, and everybody, like, it was weird, but everybody was just at orientation, like choosing between Manual. But how everything played out was so smooth, because nobody, I don't even think one person from that group even went to Manual. Like, we was just there at orientation, just trying to check out what the school was like, you feel me?
Make sure you didn't need to go.
Right. But like me in the back of my head, I'm already like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even trying to go here. Yeah. So that was scratched off. So then Ballard, I didn't really think too much into Ballard for real.
Huge school.
That's my home school. That was my home school. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So like I was like, like Ballard's cool and all, but I was thinking from that perspective, their basketball program was great, and I'm like, okay, the football team is iffy. Like, is the football team beating Trinity? Is the football team beating Males? And are they winning hardware? So it was just like, what can the football program do for me? Because
at this point, have you already met coaches and stuff already?
Yeah, so like I already met a few coaches. The Trinity coach, I met them, feel me, staff, faculty, all that.
And at this time, Male was pretty successful too.
Yeah. So Male was fresh off of probably
2 years before.
2 years before,
because they won like 16, didn't they?
Yeah, so 2-3 years before I came, they had won the state championship. In 2015-16 year, and they was like one of the top 25, top 15 team in the nation. So I'm like, damn, man, like Male is like that. Like, but I already grew up watching them, so I'm like, damn, bro, like this school's actually like it. I ain't gonna lie. So so then when I went to Trinity, it was cool, but it was just like, I don't know, man. I could probably do the same thing at Male. So I always had Male in the back of my head as my fallback plan. Like, okay, if all goes wrong, I'm going to Male regardless. So it was more of like that. And then Cal, my best friend shadowed there, and then I thought about it a little bit, but by that time I was already down between like Male and Trinity. I was like, do I want to go to Male or Trinity? So then it was just like, okay, cool, I'm going to Male, and it all worked out for me. Like, everything worked out for me. I went to 4 straight state championships.
Sheesh.
4 in a row. I went 1-4. I won my freshman year.
Y'all won the freshman year.
Yeah, so we freshman year. It's crazy because our starting center right now, Brian Hudson, he was a starting right tackle for Scott County, and he was like a 4-star Virginia Tech commit at the time.
Was you playing? Was you getting clocked on that ring?
So so my first ever high school start was in the state championship.
Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah, so like I tore my meniscus going into high school. I had recovery and physical therapy all the whole year.
So you wasn't expected to be playing at the start of the season.
Right. So like it was more of like I'm recovering, and then it was also I was just like overwhelmed because I was like, it's high school football. When I come back, how am I going? I got to find a way to get on the field. I got to find a way to be something to the team. Like I got to do something. And I'm like, this is already a prestige program, so it's not even like it's as easy to just get on the
Going
field.
to Male is kind of like a college, right? Because they gonna roll them in. If you ain't doing your job, you gonna get replaced.
That's what I'm
within
saying.
a year or two. There's gonna be somebody coming in who's
That's
just young and ready.
Yeah, you're not lying. So like it was more of like that, and then I would say probably midway through my freshman year, we went down to Lexington on. At this time, we like. No one in the state. We done knocked off Trinity. Like we like 6-7-0.
Facts.
And I'm like, man, like I'm a winner. I'm not used to losing. So like all that losing stuff. Yeah, you can go out the back door. Like I don't like losing, so I'm like, okay, this is definitely the program I need to be a part of. Like we winning. I don't like losing because I love the game so much. At this point, I'm like, okay, like, and I'm just so I got so much passion for basketball and football. It was just like, I'm a competitor. I don't like losing, so anytime I lose, I gotta find a way to get my get back. So it was just like
okay.
that.
Not to cut you off, I want to stop you because you said you're a competitor, and I got a question for. Do you feel like having that instilled in you, competitive like winner spirit? Do you feel like that you had to be born with that, or can you teach that to a younger cat?
I would say like having a winner's mentality. It's just kind of like it's hard to explain because me, I think I developed it by just watching people, like successful people win. So when I'm watching people like you watching LeBron, you watching so many people do so many successful things in life, it's like, oh, I want to be like that.
You developed expectations on yourself.
Right.
At
So,
that point, so it's probably both for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was.
He probably was born with it, and like you said, you watching winners. So
you grew up with it, around it.
Right.
At some point, you started to eat, sleep, and breathe.
That's what I'm saying.
Winning. You know.
And it was just like winning is the only option. Like if you want to be successful, what you doing, like you gotta win. Like, you gotta keep winning. And at that point, it was like, okay, you can fail, you can bounce back a little bit, but when you get back up, you gotta be 10 times harder, 20 times harder. Like you gotta be way better than what you was.
Exactly.
You feel me? So that's how like the winner's mentality came about. And then like also in middle school, I refer to middle school a lot because that was where the cream of the crop was. Like I would say during middle school basketball, we probably lost like 4 games within like a span of all my 3 years. Like, we was not
you came in them sports.
That's what I'm saying.
So then once it started feeling more official, like the, being on those official school teams with your boys, you not losing. As soon as you get into the rhythm of winning like that,
it's like, bro,
you don't want to ever lose again.
It's like you just love you win so much, you get the feeling of winning. It's like, bro, I can't lose. Like it's there. I've been winning so long. Like the you feel me? Cream of the crop's there. Like you winning, man. You doing what you doing. It's like okay, cool. Like there's no excuse for me to lose. It's there. The proof is there. We can win. So, you feel me?
So tell me a little bit about your time at U of L so far. You took a red shirt year?
Yeah.
How was that?
Red shirt year was smooth. I came in. A lot of people would say like I was underdeveloped and stuff like that. Cause like a lot of kids coming out of high school, not all of them, but most of them, they be having like trainers and they be prepping for college. So I ain't gonna lie, like what I did, I didn't use no trainer. I didn't have no trainer. Like I really got it out the mud for myself. And it was by choice because, like, it wasn't a still reason why I did it. It was just more of a fact, like, first off, thank God for sure. I'm going to thank God every day for blessing me.
Definitely.
But it was more of like,
I'm going to prove I can work for this.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like I was being, like, stubborn or nothing. Like, it was just like, hey, like, everything fell into my hands. I got the tools I needed. God gave me the tools, and I'm putting them together. So I'm coming out of high school. I done racked up like 26 offers by myself. Like I'm just grinding. I'm doing what the coaches tell me to do. I'm doing extra work after practice by myself.
And any of those basketball offers?
Nah, I ain't had no basketball offers.
So you didn't play basketball in high school?
So yeah, I played basketball in high school. Yeah, I played basketball in high school. It wasn't really more of a competitive side of it. It was just more of like, I still have love for the game, and I'm like, why not keep playing it until I graduate and go to college for football and have to like forcibly stop playing basketball? So
it keeps you in shape in the wintertime, keeps you agile.
Right.
And probably had friends on the team too.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends on the team. And at Male, at Male, you were really like, they love to or do a sport or how many sports you play. They don't care how many sports you play.
Really?
Like they love more than one sport athletes because if you do that, like it helps with a lot of stuff. Mobility, like you said, and it just helps you better as a person because even college coaches, when you getting recruited, they love like athletes, like football players that play multiple things because it shows that you're open to doing a lot of things and you're flexible. You're like your body is flexible in doing different tasks.
You can be in different situations too. It proves it. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
It's like different jobs on a resume almost.
Right. So yeah, that's that part of it.
So you at U of L right now.
Yeah.
So your senior year, and first I want to ask you, because I seen your junior year stats in high school. What was your best year, do you feel like, in high school?
I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, my best year of high school, I probably say my sophomore year. My sophomore year.
Like even stat wise and just like going crazy on the field.
You know, it's crazy because I ain't gonna lie. I think sophomore year my sophomore year stats was probably the best ones I had all 4 years. Mm-hmm. I don't even pay attention to all that. I just go out there and ball. But I think sophomore or junior year, it was either between them 2 years. I feel like my peak was my junior year. Mm-hmm. But when I took off my sophomore year, we was fresh off a state championship.
Yeah.
I just started in the state championship. So it's
that's
like, okay,
crazy,
cool.
Bro.
And the crazy thing is, right after like the state championship, my athletic director at Male, he was like, I put in a good word for you. Woo, talk about like Kentucky, and they was at the game watching.
Is that when the offers started rolling in sophomore year?
Yeah, so sophomore year, like they started rolling in, and we had players at Male that were D1, and they was coming, like the coaches was coming to the school. So Coach Wolf. And, they was like, hey, we got this freshman, like this big guy, like, you feel me? You should look at him, showed him some film. They're like, okay, cool. Yeah. So my first offer was Kentucky.
First offer ever?
Yeah, my first. Yep, man. So
that's big, man.
SEC. So it was like, oh, man. Because, like, when I was at school, the day it happened, I remember Coach, one of the UK coaches stopped by. He was coming by to see another player. I would say Isaiah Cummings. That's my buddy. He played for UK now, but one of the coaches that stopped by. So I go down there, woo. He's like, hey, son, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm good, coach. How you doing? I'm a little bit nervous, shaking.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a college coach.
First college conversation, too.
That's nice. And you was young, too, man.
I was a freshman, so I'm like, oh, man, like, it's a college coach right here. So he walked up to me, we talking or whatever. He was like, yeah, man, what schools have offered you? I'm like, I ain't got no offers, coach. Mm-hmm. And he extended his hand out. He was like, hey, man, I want to be the first one to offer you, man. You got an offer from University of Kentucky. So I'm
it's
like,
a crazy feeling, I imagine.
Yeah. So I'm like mind blown. I'm like, whoa, like this is a real deal offer. Like it was crazy. So then after that had happened.
That's when you knew it was serious, you think?
Yeah, but I kid you not. That day after that happened, the next day, Louisville came up to the school. So they like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we want to offer you too. So boom, they offered me.
It must have been a date maybe that they were allowed to start doing that.
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was just like once that first UK offer rolled in, they like, oh,
everybody starts to see you. Everybody starts to hear about you and stuff. Yeah,
because UK is a big first offer.
It wasn't that's big, man.
Huge.
It wasn't no little school. Like it was like
that's
crazy.
SEC.
You feel me? So it's like,
did you have a dream conference? Did you wanted to go to
a dream college?
In college.
So growing up, Louisville was always my dream school. So I always
been a Louisville fan.
Yeah. I've been a Louisville fan growing up. Yeah. And the side school that was really like that I wanted to go to was LSU. LSU was just lit, bro. Like the culture down there in Louisiana is just different. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like I really wanted to go to LSU, and I think what played a huge role in that was just like watching sports. Yeah, and I just like I said, the culture down there was just different. So I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to play for LSU, like the SEC. They lit.
Did LSU ever offer you?
Nah, but what's crazy is my junior year, we were supposed to go down there and play a private school in New Orleans. Yeah, and the LSU coaches were going to come to my game and check me out. So it was like, ooh, I go down there. I'm turning up on a school from New Orleans.
No doubt.
Like what?
No doubt.
Yeah. I'm showing off. Like I was definitely locked in. But that year it was crazy because there was a hurricane down in Louisiana. Okay. So approaching that time, because during the fall and stuff, that's hurricane season, stuff like that. Yeah. So we were about to play a team, and then a hurricane went through Louisiana. Everything flooded down there. You feel me? All school shut down. So it was like, dang, man. So that game ended up getting canceled. Jeez. We didn't even get to make the trip down there. Like that would have been probably the farthest that like a male team has probably traveled to play like a non-in-state school from like
that's nice.
I don't even know how long ago, but like that was probably gonna be the farthest like opponent miles wise that males played somebody that wasn't like a surrounding state. Yeah. So like that game right there was probably gonna solidify my LSU offer. I was gonna have that. I ain't gonna lie.
But you had a lot of offers though. Yeah. Like
26, you said.
Yeah. You had like Virginia, Virginia Tech, Tennessee, schools like that. So before I ask you what narrowed down your decision, what would you tell a young dude that's a senior in high school, he wants his grades to be right, and he got all these offers coming in. Like, what would you tell him, like, in order to stay focused? Like, and where does that put you mentally? To like try to keep your grades together, but still got these offers coming in. You got to talk to these coaches. Where did that put you mentally, and how could you prepare a young cat?
I would say, like, for the young generation right now, kids coming up, what I was doing, like, I always been a big educational person. So my mom always told me school come before sports, football and basketball. So it was like, if I can't act right in the classroom, what I'm gonna do on the field?
Exactly.
So or on the court or whatever like that. So like, it's just a matter of like you being disciplined as a person, and like I said, the maturity, like that role comes in. So it's more of like, okay, you can't do what everybody want to do. You can't be the cat in school like, but I'm not trying to do schoolwork.
Yeah, it's real time.
I'm bond this and that. Like, you can't be too cool for school. Like a lot of people nowadays, a lot of kids nowadays want to be too cool for school. Like, if you really trying to do something with your life, stop trying to be like the person next to you and be like yourself.
You gotta do
like,
something different.
You feel me? My mom always taught me, don't be a follower. You got to be a leader. So
my dad told me that every day, get out of the car in elementary school.
Like
what? Or the bus stop every single day. Be a leader, not a follower.
Yeah.
So like, so like, I was big on me growing up. My mom always told me, hey man, you ain't no follower. You a leader. So you need to do something that stand out. So I would say the biggest takeaway for like kids growing up now would be just schoolwork, man. That's the biggest thing. Coaches care about your grades. Kid you not, coaches care about your grades more than they care about what you can do for them athletically. The first thing they go and ask them teachers and principals and all that stuff, what the grades look like. Man, what he doing this test.
And is that an easy balance, like keeping good grades and playing and being a good football player? Is that an easy balance, or is it kind of hard on you?
For me, I would say it comes natural. It's easy. So it's more of like, it's easy to do. All you got to do is do your schoolwork. It ain't like somebody.
Exactly.
And if you got good support staff around you, like people's gonna help you if you need help with the schoolwork. So it's more of like
help you find help too.
Right. So it ain't like you can't reach out to the teachers. No teacher's gonna tell you no, they can't help you, or at least find somebody to help you. So it's more like for me, it was always like I had a good support staff around me. So if I ever needed something, I could boom, 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 get the help I needed. But I didn't always need help because the stuff I was doing was just like, oh, you got to focus. You got to lock in, do what you're doing. Like, it's easy. You can't be like everybody else and just be lazy, not wanting to do stuff. Like,
I feel you.
Speaking of, you going into this next season now, speaking of locking in and whatnot, your first full season, you're probably going to be expecting to play as much as possible. You know what I mean? What's that look like for you? Like preparing mentally, preparing your body, preparing to figure out your place and how you want to play and how you want to approach your positions. You know what I mean? What does that look like for you this year?
I would say coming in, so I redshirted last year, as of y'all already know. So I played in 4 games. So I got my feet wet a little bit. You feel me? I know how the game go a little bit, not all the way. But this year, it's kind of like a fresh slate for me. So it'd be I'm a redshirt freshman. It'd be like my freshman year all over again. But I feel like just gaining that first year of college experience football-wise was good. It was under a different staff, but this is a new staff. Coach Brown and them, good guys.
I'm loving the staff at Louisville right now, bro.
I feel more at home with this staff. Like, it's more people from the city that went to high schools around here.
Important, I think. When you're in a somewhat of a rebuilding process too, you got to get locals.
Right.
And the staff and the team.
So from my standpoint, coming into this year, I feel like I've been grinding, man. This whole summer, I've been grinding. I've been working. Like, people always ask me, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I got practice. I'm working. I'm staying after practice, getting extra work. I'm getting better, man. Like, I'm staying in the playbook. Like, even the playbook, I'm at home studying for hours. And I feel like for me, like, I'm just stressing about just getting one call wrong. I'm like, boom, I'm on a short. You feel me? Like, I'll mess up one time. Coach might not bump with me. So I'm like, okay, cool.
So I'm get it right.
I'm on top of everything. So this whole summer, man, like, even the spring, I had a solid spring game. Like, I had the second most snaps from a D-line perspective, and my production rate was like 86. So, like, you feel me? I'm grinding, man.
For a freshman, you were a freshman. You know what I mean? That's good.
Right. So
quality.
So yeah, man. Like, I've been focused, man. I've been locked in. And
you don't get distracted by parties and all that, girls and stuff.
Yeah. See, like I said, the maturity thing come back. Like, I know when it's time to have fun. And I don't even do all that stuff anyways. But it's like I know when it's time to
winning's more fun than that stuff.
Right. You feel me? Because like, what's parties and all that stuff gonna do?
That trophy is way better than any party.
You feel me?
That party after the trophy is the party worth celebrating.
I'm trying to get this ticket, man. Like I'm trying to get to the league. I'm trying to win hardware. I'm trying to win conference championships in college. Like I'm trying to do a lot of stuff. Like I got a winning mentality. Yeah. So I want to do what I can do my part, play my role on my team. So you feel me? We can increase our chances of winning whatever we got to do.
Okay, so increasing chances of winning, you can do that in multiple ways. Right. You play multiple positions?
I played. So last year we ran a 3-4. I played DN, and we had a nose, but I was too light to be a nose, so I played DN. Okay. So this year we running a 4-2-5, which is what we ran at Male. So I'm more used to this. At Male, I played all 4 positions. I rushed off the edge.
That's I knew that. Yeah.
So here, I'm playing nose. I'm playing nose this year. I was dual training playing nose and 3-tech, but we have so many people on the D-line now. It's like, okay, cool. We don't even need you to play both. Okay. And plus, my coach, he was looking out for me. He's like, hey, I ain't going to lie, Selah, like during the spring, I was dual training. But he was like, I ain't going to lie, we're going to put you at nose purposely so we can increase your chances of getting on the field. Because we feel like, you feel me, you could help us.
They want you out there.
Right. So it's only
that's clutch.
Right. So it was only 2
Plus
people.
You know how to play the position.
Facts. It was only 2 people at the nose position, and it was like 5 of us at the 3-tech. So he was like, why not just bump Selah over to the nose position? Like, that's going to increase his chances of getting on the field. So it was just like, boom, he gave me the opportunity. And then from here on out, like, it's just preseason right now. So I've been grinding in the playbook, this, that, and the third. And fall camp's coming up. So I've been trying to just stay healthy. And just do what I can, man, and just at the end of the day, just having fun with it.
Is eating a big factor? Like with playing football, like can you go crazy with the eating? Like just explain it to a young cat. How do you keep in order to keep your body in shape? Do you have to eat healthy?
What does it consist of? Your body, because it's not. People don't understand. This is a college program. Right. You got to be ready to run. You got to be ready to be on your feet. Yeah. What is that? What does it take?
I would say just eating the right things. I know in college, I be eating protein. So protein helps with a lot. It helps rebuild your muscles. It helps recovery, all that stuff. So protein's a big thing. Carbs, but everybody's different. Everybody got different bodies. Yeah. It'd be some big guys, and then there'd be some running backs and stuff. Everybody just got a diet different. And when you get to college, it's more of you grown. So you need to watch what you eat.
It's expected for you to know what you need to do.
And then if your coach feel like you at a certain weight that you shouldn't be at, you gonna be on weight gain, weight loss. They gonna help you, but it's more of you grown now. So me, I'm balancing 285 right now.
Yeah.
So I'm eating protein. And
is that kind of the weight you want to stay at? 285?
Yeah. So at the nose position, 285 smooth for me. Yeah. And it's more of I don't really need a lot of carbs and stuff like that. I'm just keeping protein because I'm working out constantly. I'm working out all the time. Yeah. So it's getting that protein, even just in between meals, just snacks that contain protein in it. Yeah. It just helps your muscles rebuild, and it just helps you perform better. So I would say for kids coming up, just watch what you eat. Eat healthy. You don't need a lot of sugary, a lot of snacks, especially if you're a big dude. You don't want to keep eating snacks and stuff. You're going to be out of shape. You're going to be all fat.
It's not worth it.
Right. So, and then that.
Catching cramps.
Right, catching cramps, not hydrating. A lot of kids nowadays, they just want to show up for practice. They don't even know what it takes. You got to hydrate 2 days before practice, 3 days. Yeah, you got to do all that. Gatorade, water.
Do you get to use, do you have, masseuses and stuff like that already you get to use on the team, even though the training camp hasn't started?
Right, yeah. So just recovery stuff.
Yeah.
So I would say working out, we have hot and cold tubs that you can get in recovery, mandatory or not mandatory, but fall camp it will be mandatory. Yeah. But then also we have a training room, so a lot of trainers in there, they can help you whatever you need. If you got something wrong with you, they got some physical therapy programs they can put you through.
I see.
You feel me? So they looking out for you. So it's really on yourself. Like I said, you grown now. So if you need attention for your health to stay healthy, you got to go to them. You got to reach out to them. Yeah. Unless you seriously hurt and something broke. Yeah. But if something's nutting, if I got a nudge in my arm or something, I'm gonna go there. They're gonna help me get my shoulder back or whatever. So it's just mainly on you. But other than that, we got the stuff most colleges, damn near all the colleges, they got all the things you need, all the tools you need. They got the training staffs, they got the recovery rooms, all that stuff. So just for you to stay healthy. So boom, you can stay close to 100% as much as you can, because the closer you are to 100%, the better you can perform, the better you gonna feel during camp. And then not only that, just during the whole season. So
and recovery too. After recovering when you at 100% is better than recovering it with little nicks and injuries and stuff like that. Getting back to a full 100% after every recovery.
Facts.
I want to talk a little bit more about something. Obviously, everyone knows the NCAA has changed a lot, and you can get deals now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have more horizons. You can make your own little money now. You know what I'm saying? It's big money some cases too. Tell me something about that. How's that process been for you?
The NIL.
NIL stuff? Yeah. So with me, from my standpoint, I would say, I wanted to get the ball rolling. I wanted to create my own brand. So, that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, hey.
Clothing brand.
Right, my clothing brand. So, I'm like, boom. I created my own clothing brand. I put my logo on clothes, this, that, and the third. People's going to start buying this stuff. This is a smooth way to make money. But it's not even just about the money part. It's just a matter of fact of just showing my appreciation to, a lot of stuff. Because my logo, y'all can all look at it. It's on my Instagram, Selah Brown, in my bio.
We'll
click the link, you feel me? Yeah.
Sure.
But, yeah, man, my logo is a heart, and it's just love, just spreading love and positivity.
Yeah.
That's the main thing of what it means. But other than that, I feel like that was the first thing I needed to do. I had a pinpoint. I was like, hey, if I'm gonna start doing this NIL stuff and spreading, building my brand, I want people, you feel me, wear merch I'm making, but it's not even the merch that I'm creating that I like. It got to be something that everybody like.
Yeah, exactly.
It can't just be something that you like. You got to see through other people's eyes and make sure, okay, if I wasn't Selah, would I wear this? So boom, I'm asking people opinion. I'm like, this, that, boom, boom. You think this is smooth? You think this is cool? They're like, yeah, man, you feel me? So, yeah, that's why I wanted to start.
You were able to connect that through an NIL deal.
Right.
That's cool.
So, yeah, man.
So they basically let you be an entrepreneur.
Pretty much.
That stuff
pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
And it's just this little
and they
website.
help you with classes and stuff. They put you through classes and teach you all that stuff, just in case you don't know about that stuff when you're coming up. Yeah.
So, here at Louisville, they teach us a lot of stuff. I personally went up to the NIL people and I had a conversation because I didn't have a good understanding of what NIL was at first. Yeah. So it was more of boom.
A lot of people won't though, bro.
Right. And then a lot of people when they think NIL, they just see dollar signs.
Yeah.
But for me, after I had already started my clothing stuff, my next order of business is just touching back on the community. I want to connect with different companies, different
in the city.
different companies around the city, man. Restaurants that I like, especially black owned stuff, just spreading positivity. I have a huge platform that a lot of these companies can use and
growing platform.
You feel me? Huge growing platform. It's still growing. So boom, I got my platform and companies that got smaller platforms than me. I'm like, okay, cool. If I rock with y'all, I'm gonna show y'all some love.
You support them, they'll support you back. It's important, especially in Louisville. You know what I mean? You gotta be supporting.
We need that unity.
That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of people they don't really know too much about Louisville. So just me with my platform, getting all that stuff out there to all the people that I can connect with around the country, NFL players, NBA players. I'm getting stuff out there around the country, even probably around the world too. But
for sure,
I'm getting a lot of stuff out there. And
the
then
networking you'll be able to bring here will be able to have the city grow.
That's what I'm saying.
More athletes who are here and have come from here have gotta think like that because you can have gains. There's one last thing I want to kind of address. Something I want to ask you to top off the end of this conversation or whatnot. And, I don't want you to think too deeply about it. You know what I mean? You might have a specific answer to it, but don't think what's something you want to accomplish at your time at U of L, both on the field and off the field? You're not, you know how long you'll be here. You get redshirted. You could be here another 2 years. You could be another 3. Technically, you could play one more year.
Yeah, I could.
You just never know. You never know. What's something on the field and then again off the field, which you've already kind of explained a little bit with your brand and whatnot. But where do you see yourself, at your end of the time of U of L? What do you want to have said? I did this.
So on the field wise, I want to accomplish. Right now, I'm grinding. I'm trying to get on the field. I'm trying to get more PT. But not only that, I'm trying to win hardware. So I want to be I want to be a part of history. Yeah. I've seen it done before. People in the city even grew up. Chris Redmond, Michael Bush, all them. They done went. James Quick. They done went through Louisville and won some hardware and won some big time games on a national stage. Yeah, not even just a little stage.
Putting on for Louisville.
You feel me? Putting Louisville on the map. And people know
That's
about
what we
Louisville.
need.
Trust me, people know about Louisville, but it's just a matter of fact, we need to get back to that trajectory. So for this new generation, we can keep getting all the recruits, like everything, and Louisville can just be back on that. I love when Louisville's at the top because
it feels great, man. It feels great.
It makes you feel like we accomplished something.
Man. Because we're a small city.
Yeah.
We might think it's big, but outside the world, we small, bro. And we just love people being from Louisville, bro. You just want to see Louisville win, man.
Facts. When you see Louisville win, everybody win. Yeah, and it's like, man, what they got going there? Like Louisville's cold, like woo. And then you get all the youngest wanting to come here from the city, and it's just like a lot of homegrown talent. And then not only that, you get people from not even from here wanting to come here. For like on the field, like I said, on the field for me, what I want to accomplish is just being great and putting on for the city, man. Winning some hardware, being a part of history while I'm here. You feel me? While I'm here for my little time or whatever. And then off the field, outside of football, like I want to build relationship. I want to build more relationship with the city.
Build a foundation.
Build a foundation. Yeah, like I've seen people in front of me pave the way. You know, you got Jamon Brown. You got Nate Hobbs, like that's my people's. Like you feel me? You got all these people doing camp. Rondell Moore, like so many people's doing camps and stuff. Devontae Parker, they doing all these camps and stuff, giving back to the community. So
shout out to New England Patriots, by the way.
Yeah. But like, that's something big that I want to do, man. I want to give back to the community from that aspect, and not only that, I want to open up a world of everything for the youth, man. Like I want to let it be known that you can be something. Like you can be anything you want in life. You don't have to let the next person.
You gotta work.
You feel me? Like it's gonna take some work, but you ain't gotta be like the next person in the streets or do whatever. Like
never give up. Never give up.
You can be the generation of wealth in your family by just setting yourself apart, and it's not hard to do. I promise, it's not hard to do. It's easy, and you just put your mind to it and get there. So like, what I want to do is I want to change the mindset of the youth to like, oh, I got to be this, and that. Nah, I can be like Selah. I can be like Jamon Brown. I can be like Devontae Parker, D'Angelo Russell. Like you can be like all these people, man. Like it's doable. So
doing
it's not
things
like,
together is what makes things work.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm so glad that all these people like that have made it through the city, like Jack Harlow, even the music standpoint. You don't got to be a sports, like you don't got to play sports. You can make music, you can make art, you can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, like a lot of these people have paved the way, and one of the most recent people, like me, I'm one of the most recent people paving the way for the youth that they probably know more and connect more to me than they would to like the older OGs that done already made it. So it's just like, hey, like, you feel me? What do I got to do to where I can be like, say, like, I don't got to be exactly like him, but I'm trying to be successful. So like a lot of people out there looking up to me right now. So I don't even know a lot of people that's looking up to me, but I just know if I keep doing what I'm doing and I do it right, you feel me, I'm live for life. And then everybody else behind me, you feel me, they live for life.
And you've paved a way to do it. You've shown people too. There's a lot of, I think, people maybe a little bit younger than you, which is who it needs to be the ones watching you, but people a little bit younger than you, they're even getting a little bit more veered off. You know what I mean? They want to, play video games more than they want to go try to go D1. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff like that. And I think it's just that you can shine a light on what it means to work hard and be successful. And you always look like you're having fun in the whole process. You always got a smile on your face. You know what I mean? You bring a positivity to what it means to work hard, which is, some people say you got to work hard to make it sound bad, but you make it, you show that it can be almost not even hard. Not easy, but enjoyable.
It's enjoyable.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Chasing your dreams is enjoyable.
For sure.
As long as you're working hard at it, it's enjoyable, man. And I got one more thing I wanted to do just to have a little fun, man. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. 2 options. Today we're gonna do sports movies. Okay, so first one is, I don't know if you too young though, bruh, but okay. He Got Game or White Man Can't Jump?
Like the new White Man Can't Jump or the old one? Because it's the new one, I think.
You seen the old one?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm going to say the old one then.
So, I ain't going to lie.
He Got Game with Ray Allen and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I probably go with He Got Game.
He Got Game?
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. Yeah, that's hard.
Okay. Coach Carter, Loving Basketball.
That's tough.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Damn. Hey, Coach Carter, man,
That's hard, huh?
Yeah, you feel me? Nah, but I loving basketball. I can watch that all the time, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's some real stuff right there.
Facts.
And it's so crazy because, like, a lot of young people nowadays, they be in relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
They think they could be like
both
that.
playing sports. They both playing sports too, though.
You feel
Yeah.
me? But, like, that'd be, like, the real life situations, though. Like, a couple will go to college. It could be two different colleges or the same college.
Yeah.
And they rocking like that. And then they both go to the pros. But, like, I ain't gonna lie, I got to go loving basketball. It's hard.
CV, I'll say Coach Carter, bro.
Yeah.
You can put Coach Carter on your headsets before a game.
Yeah, like it's really motivation. It's a motivational movie. I ain't gonna lie, like it gets you right.
Okay, we're gonna say hardball or sandlot.
Hardball. The Sandlot is cool.
Yeah,
It's cool and all, but like hardball, that's the trenches. It's more relatable, man. It's the trenches, man. Sandlot's cool though. I ain't gonna lie, like. We had both of them on disc growing up because we ain't even have cable growing up. We watching movies and stuff. So like,
I say hardball too though.
Yeah,
but Sandlot's so hard,
yeah,
though, bro.
Yeah, Sandlot's cool.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights. Remember the Titans.
Ooh.
I'm going with Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans, yeah. So that's movie had me tore up.
Yeah, Remember the Titans. Okay. Space Jam or Joanna Man.
Oh man, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Damn,
That's hard.
See, Joanna Man's hilarious.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. See, that's why I would go with
That's
Joanna Man
comedy,
just because of the comedy
And
part.
Space
of it.
Jam, like I ain't gonna lie, that's clean though.
Yeah.
like
Space
even
Jam's
the
hard.
new one's smooth
It's
too
hard.
with LeBron. But like the classic one with Jordan,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a
cold.
classic
Like,
movie. Like, that's a classic movie.
I ain't gonna lie, like if I had them two movies for the rest of my life to watch, I'd probably just watch Space Jam. It's just Space Jam is just lit, bro. Like you can't.
I'm gonna go with Joanna Man.
Joanna,
bro.
yeah, Joanna.
What you think? What you
I
think?
think Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Space Jam's
so.
cold. It's
Okay.
a classic. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. The Little Giants. You seen that? The little football team.
Yeah.
Or Like Mike.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go with Like Mike.
Like Mike's
Go
that's
with
goated.
the Little
Like
Giants is hard.
It
bro.
is. It is.
They had to overcome so much on the Little Giants.
They did
bro.
though. I ain't
The
gonna
little
lie.
kids.
It is hard, but like Mike, that's we
See,
all
it's
wanted to.
hard.
We all
Yeah,
watched
like
that.
Mike,
and
Yeah,
wanted to
sir. Yeah.
hope
Like
that
Mike.
could happen to us.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Okay, it's the last one. Radio or Blindside?
Ooh, I probably say Blindside.
Yeah.
I probably say Blindside for the simple fact that Michael Orr was always bigger than everybody. So
Yeah.
I always picture myself as him.
Yeah,
like,
you can kind of compare to him.
Yeah, I'm like, he's
I
bigger
figured
than
Blindside.
everybody.
Yeah, I say radio, man. Q was good and Junior act his ass off for that radio.
He did. And the thing is, like, the reason why I'm choosing Blindside because like that movie was so good, bro.
Yeah.
And before I
Yeah.
even was thinking about college and stuff like that, like I don't know if y'all ever do this, but when you watch movies when you're younger and then you watch them when you're older, you start noticing a lot of stuff.
I do
you
that.
didn't
I
really
definitely
know.
do that, bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you be like, damn man, when I was little, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Like
Or
now
think
it's-
about that
Didn't
idea.
even,
of something.
even think about it.
Right,
Exactly.
right. So like it's so crazy how that play out. But like Blindside's a cold movie. I ain't gonna lie, like that's a real deal. It's a real
You
deal
saying
story.
Blindside?
Yeah.
I like radio, man.
But I feel
Radio
you,
is
though.
good, man. It's heartfelt.
Yeah.
I like them heartfelt
Yeah.
kind of things.
Right.
With it.
But yeah, shit.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This is Real
We appreciate
Spiel,
you, man.
Louisville
First
Legends
episode,
edition.
baby. We appreciate
sir.
you. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate it. We appreciate it. We'll be doing this some more.
Yes, sir.
Like
Tune
and
in,
subscribe
man.
if you enjoy. Look at the below his
Follow
page.
the
Put his
Instagram,
page.
Real
Put our
Spiel
Real
Pod.
Spiel Instagram page up there as
Yes,
well.
sir. What's your Instagram? They can follow you.
Yeah, we'll put the Real Spill page. We'll put his page on there. We've got our little directing editor here as well. Kobe will put his stuff on there because
sirski.
he's a major part of this as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Thank you for watching.
Blessings. Yes, sir.
Let us know what you all think. Let us know if you enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
Peace. We out.